Okay, well, look, I've been out flying all day today. I've been in my aeroplane flying, and so I'm a bit wrecked. I'm a bit tired, but I thought, no, I'll get on and turn the thing on and do the show. And as usual, I forgot to switch the mic on. So you must get used to this just unbelievably slick shows that we put out here from Grimm Doo. Grimm Doo was never grimmer than on a Thursday night. It's just grimness multiplied by grum. Yeah, good evening everybody. Good evening Ernst. Good evening Richard. Good evening. I saw Steve there. Good evening Ceci. Ceci M. Ceci, is that what I call you? I thought it was Cindy, but Ceci's good, yeah. Why not? Okay. Hi everybody. Thanks for hooking up. Okay. Well, I wanted to play a couple of songs. I found this old song. I found it, and I'm going to play it to you because it's such an old song. I've got a tape of Carl Wayne singing this, but I can do it better than him. Normally he can do things better than me, but on this one, wow, you know, Carl had a beautiful sounding voice, but anyway, this is my version of this song. Let me see if I can get my background up again, because it's bugging me. This background thing is just bugging me. Click on that. Oh, there we go. That's done it. That's what I wanted to do. That's great, isn't it? Lovely background. It makes me look like I'm in a lush place, a hotel or so, a lobby of a hotel in Dubai. We might be playing in Dubai in a month or so's time, but I'll give you some more info on that as it comes up. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I found this song. It's absolutely young soul. As I wander through this dream, feel the beauty of the scene, understanding everything and yet not knowing, seeing that which is unseen in what is showing, but realizing it's not true. And then I look at you, the thought waves call my name, hear the message once again. Cross your heart and hope to die, you can't escape it. Everything's the same, and if it's not, you'd make it. Nothing's changed and nothing's new. And then I look at you, and then I look at you, and then I look at you, then I look at you and see the truth, as if I needed any proof, as if I wanted to be sure. Wander through this dream, it's the only place I've been. Yes, I love the world the setting sun embraces, points its finger at a sea of golden faces. And all my life I've wondered who, and then I look at you. As if I needed any proof, as if I wanted to be sure. So I wander the only place I've been. Cross your heart and hope to die, you can't escape it. Everything's the same, and if it's not, you'd make it. Nothing's changed and nothing's new, and then I look at you. Then I look at you. Then I look at you. I look at you. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, I look at you. And then I look at you. A song from way back in the dark ages, when songs were songs and men were men, and I don't know, stuff was different, wasn't it? And let me know what you think about that little tune there, because I've been, I came upon it, I kind of rediscovered it, and yeah, and I just thought I'll play that for my fans on Dave's Song Factory, because I know you're real fans to put up with all these mishaps and technology mishaps that we have. I mean, you got to be sort of a real fan, ain't you, really, to stick with it. Yeah. Anyway, just over a week's time, on Sunday, August the 3rd, my organisation are playing along with Matt O'Malley at Castle Bromwich Hall Gardens. It's the evening of Sunday, August the 3rd. Top of the bill will be, I forgot his name, Thomas Walsh, the Mad Irishman. What a great guy he is. He knows every song that's ever been created by Jeff and by the Beatles. But we know a few Beatles songs, and we're going to be bringing some Beatles songs, Matt and I, plus my group. We've got some new bits to bring and play to people. So if you're around Castle Bromwich area, Birmingham, on that date, then come along. It's actually the program is actually called a celebration of Jeff Lynne. So really, we're talking about the things that inform Jeff Lynne's heritage, his musical journey. And so because of that, we're doing some Beatles songs, because the Beatles were the biggest influence on all of us, on Jeff and everybody, well, the whole world, let's face it. And so we're going to be doing some Beatles songs and some other tunes from that era, and of course some ELO songs, some songs by Jeff. And yeah, it'll be good. It'll be different. It'll be totally different to what organisation normally do. Okay, well, I got a little song also. I don't even know if I can sing this one, but I'll give it a go, because it's kind of sad, and you feel sad just listening to that. Get the rope ready, you know. Take the pills, get that wet flannel, whatever you do. I don't know. Sad song. The lines are open. I told you once, I told you many times before. The lines are open and I'm waiting for your call. I'm waiting here. Yes, I'll wait forevermore. I'm waiting here. I never realized love could ever die. I gave her everything everything money couldn't buy. Couldn't believe such a love could pass me by. Couldn't believe. I read the note, it said I'm leaving tonight. I got a ticket to Vegas on a one-way flight. I'm gonna make it without you, boy. I'm leaving you, going back. Gonna make up my mind to that. Going back. Gonna pick up the life that I used to have. What does it matter now? Who's right or who is wrong? Time doesn't end, it just pretends to carry on. Maybe I will, maybe I'll find another one. Maybe I will. I read the note, it said I'm leaving tonight. I got a ticket to Vegas on a one-way flight. I'm gonna make it without you, boy. I'm leaving you, going back. Ooh, going back. Ooh, going back. Ooh, going back. Ooh, going back. Oh, I'm going home. I told you once, I told you many times before. The lines are open and I'm waiting for your call. The lines are open. 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 Yeah, lovely. So it was originally called The Note, and it's now called The Lines Are Open. And the song really came about because of somebody said to me once, talking about somebody else, they said, well, you can get in touch with me, the lines are open. And I thought, what a great phrase. So I put it in that tune there. And then there was a guy, Michael Hartley. Anybody in Birmingham remember Michael Hartley? He used to do a show on BRMB radio, and he wanted a station ident for his show, and so we did a special version of that, and his show was called Open Line. That was it. It was called Open Line. It was kind of a chat radio thing for people who were lonesome and blue in the middle of the night, and they used to call him up, and he used to chat to them and stuff, and maybe help them out and put them in touch with people who could help them. A lot of folk in the middle of the night, really stuff really comes at you, doesn't it, at night? And so Michael Hartley was on hand with this program called Open Line. So I did that song, and that so it became called The Lines Are Open, because he used to play that as his station ident. Told you once, told you many times before. Whatever the chords are to it, was it? I told you once, I told you many times before. The lines are open and I'm waiting for your call. The lines are open. lines are open. A beautiful phrase. Okay, how are we doing on time? It's it's nearly 20 past 7 in the afternoon of Thursday, July 24. I only know that because I've been flying today and I've been filling in 24/7/25 and all these logs I've been filling in and stuff. And but what it means, I don't have to go flying tomorrow because I finished my student off today. Hey, I'm a good boy, really. But it does mean I'm a little bit ragged this evening, so my apologies. I wanted to just say to you, I wanted to play you a couple of things, and maybe just speak a little bit because, this week has been like a real perturbation in the space-time continuum. Let me park this guitar over it. There's been like a real movement of things in the ecosphere of rock and roll in Birmingham, because as you all know, Ozzie has died just a couple of days ago, and just two weeks and a bit ago, just over 2 weeks ago, Ozzie was at Aston Villa football field in Birmingham, and that same night Jeff Lynne was with Jeff Lynne's ELO at an arena, big concert arena in the middle of town. What's it called? The Ontario? I forget the name of it now. It's they changed the name of these things, just to confuse me. But anyway, Jeff was there. We went to see Jeff play, and he looked a little bit weary, but he sounded good. The crowd loved him. He really spoke to them with his songs. Really spoke to them, and he brought all his best tunes to them. Did an hour and a half there, standing up there. I was going to say strumming, but he didn't do any strumming because he'd hurt his hand. So his hand was bandaged up and he couldn't play guitar. But he just stood there singing his tunes. And then, anyway, what I was going to tell you was that you all know that what's happened with Ozzie. Ozzie did his last show that same night, that Saturday night, July the 5th, I think it may have been. And Ozzie, 76-year-old Ozzie, died just a couple of days ago in Los Angeles after going back there. I met him once I met him a couple of times, but once I was having a beer with him. We were kind of putting the worlds to rights in the pub in London, and I remember him saying to me quite distinctly about how grateful he was that Sharon had come into his life, because he said she saved my life. He said I was really going nowhere on dope and drugs and stuff. And the thing about Ozzie, you've all seen him talk, but in real life he was absolutely brutally, bluntly honest. He'd say things which were just the bottom line. And the way he spoke about that was just that. He said I was doing dope and drugs. He said, and I was like doing myself in. And Sharon came along and we got on, and she got me to kick it. And he said she saved my life, and that's what he told me in this pub in London. And I'm only saying that to you because sometime afterwards, I was driving my car and on came Sharon Arden being interviewed by somebody. And this interviewer said, something like, what was the biggest influence in your life? What changed you the most or something? And she said, well, meeting Ozzie and hooking up with Ozzie. Because up until then, I'd been involved in a rock and roll family that sort of lived on untruths and fake news and rock and roll schmaz, bullshit basically. And when I met Ozzie, he was just brutally honest about everything, and that really, it was just brilliant, beautiful to find somebody who just spoke the truth, who wouldn't, you couldn't get him to flower it up, to put it all in some other way for some other reason, and she spoke about Ozzie in that way. And I thought how brilliant, you know, the two of them spoke about each other like that independently, Sharon and Ozzie, because that's exactly my experience of them both. Because I knew Sharon, I knew and her family. I spent time with her family, Don Arden and Dave Arden and all that. And of course, Jet Records, who Don Arden run, was a hotbed of just rock and roll stuff. It was just, you know, you couldn't really be sure of anything. You couldn't be sure of getting your money till the check got cash. You might get a check, but you wouldn't be sure of anything because it was a murky business, and I knew what Sharon meant because I was on the periphery of it. I was never signed to Don, but I used to spend time with him and hang out. And I almost went out with Sharon one night when she got something happened. She got to go into this special do or something. She had somebody to take her there, and then the phone call came that this guy couldn't make it. So I'm in the office and Don's saying, "Who's free tonight to take Sharon to this thing?" And the finger was going round, and it almost fell on me, and I was sort of sidling into the shadows, and I didn't get to go out with Sharon that night. So listen, I'm only telling you this because I knew them both at a distance. I didn't know Ozzie very well, but I did know him a little bit, and I can just lay a voice to the story that he was a great guy in rock and roll, unusual guy, because he was bluntly honest about things, and that came into everything he did. And you know what's happening now? The kids just love his memory. They're really giving him all that acclaim, and so they should. And that's great. You know, I didn't like Ozzie's music. I don't play Ozzie's kind of music. That's not my scene. But he was a great guy, great rock and roll guy. And okay, but look, I just wanted to say that what has also happened at this time in Birmingham is the great perturbation that's happened in the space-time continuum. Is that that ELO played their final set of gigs. It was called the Over and Out Tour. But unfortunately, Jeff was taken ill and he didn't manage to play the last two dates, the one in Manchester on Thursday and then the one in Hyde Park, the big one in Hyde Park on Sunday, when people had come from all over the world to the one in Hyde Park. And you know, this was a big thing. Jeff's and one of the biggest stars to come out of Birmingham. We've had The Move, we've had quite a few other groups, Move and Electric Light Orchestra, and of course Ozzie Osbourne, and other people who I can't think of right now. But this has been a real big event, and they both ended with dramatically. ELO's ended by them dramatically not being able to do the last shows, and a lot of fans went home disappointed. You know, I've seen videos of fans in Hyde Park singing Jeff's tunes. In fact, I should really put one of those up because I caught one on Facebook, and I should have grabbed all of it so I could play it to you, because that's cool as well. They're all singing one of Jeff's songs in Hyde Park because Jeff's not there, and they're all sort of having a bit of a party together. Anyway, look, I just wanted to kind of tell you guys all around the world that this has been quite an eventful July. All this has happened in July. We're now at the end, nearly at the end of July, and the last news is that Ozzie's no longer with us. And I just want to say good on you, Ozzie, for who you were, for what you did, what you brought to rock and roll. You brought a touch of realism, wild realism. Okay. I got this song which is a song I did some time ago, a long while ago, but it's a really beautiful song. I'm going to play it for you tonight. Check this out, and then I'm going to come back. I've got something else just to show you very briefly. Here we go. Check this out. Oh, hang on. I tell you what, let me try that again. I'll just get the let me just make sure I've got the actual music. That's it. That's what I want you to do. Okay, I'm just going to make sure I can actually. Okay, what's that? That's got it. Okay, got it set right now. I'll just wang that on again. Here it comes.
Inside of me it calls to the wind. It listens at the door. It knows the sound of the voice. It's waiting for a man. Oh, there's a place somewhere where we will stay, far away from every care. It's all I could ask. First to the last, and all true love is there. All true love is there. Far, far away, where nobody sees, crystal waterfalls play. Melodies that float on the air like mirrors in the sun. Now I know where the music is coming from, and I know there's a place somewhere where we can stay, far away from every care. It's all I could ask. First
Okay, I hope you could hear the sound on that. I couldn't get the sound through to myself at this end, but I hope you enjoyed that tune. That song called All True Love. Another song which it's sort of sat on the sidelines. Maybe one day we'll get it to take centre stage. Anyway, I've got one more thing just to show you, and that is my good friend Barry in America has been working on some visual stuff for a new song which we're going to come out at some point. We're not sure when, but a song called Crazy Machine. I want to show you what he's got for the artwork for Crazy Machine, and here it is. Check this out. Okay, what do you think of that? Isn't that beautiful? I just think that's so fitting for that song, like like we're all on the Titanic sailing off through through space in that picture. But it's just surrealistic, and yet it's got attachments to our situation on Earth, which is what the Crazy Machine song is about. You've heard that song, haven't you, Crazy Machine? I've played it. If I haven't, I'll have to get and play it you sometime. But not tonight, because our time has gone. I'm hitting the orange juice here. Look, you can see this is desperate stuff. I mean, I should be hitting the wine, really, shouldn't I? But I'm on the orange juice because why am I on that? Oh, because Mandy made it for me. I just realised why. So yeah, a lot of great comments you all made there. Yeah, Jet Records had famous names like Magnum, Violinsky, Carl Perkins. I didn't know they had Carl Perkins, but they definitely had I think the Move and Wizard, of course. Wizard was a creation of Don Arden and Roy. Yeah, Jet Records. They were an important record company run by Don Arden, the Arden family actually. Who actually I've got good relations with the Arden family now. Years ago, I don't know how you'd call relations I had with them. It was just sort of, I was just like a roving skiffler passing through the office and giving the Don a lift every now and then in me mini. Okay, hello Julie Gunn, yeah, all the way up from Devon. All right. Okay, I'm going to clear off because I've done and said enough. Please let me know what you think about all these bits and pieces. Really, thank you all for hooking up to me. Please like the show, share it if you can, and become a subscriber, because it'll really help us with that algorithm. You know, that algorithm thing that we've got to start trying to defeat it. Okay, so look, I'm going to clear off now and wish you good night. Oh. Well, I thought I'd pressed the button for this, but I hadn't. There we go. A song called Riviera. We must get this out on a record one of the days, but it's a beautiful little melody. And okay, well, good night, everybody. Thanks for hooking up. We'll catch you next week on Dave's Song Factory.